Hi, I'm Patricia McNeely. I'm a twin flame from Chicago, and I'm continuing my video series on the new emerging chakras, your new light body, and some of the sensations. Now, this is intended as a general overview, mostly so that we can cover some ground. We're going through the body kind of section by section, and what you can expect, what it means for you going forward. And also, I intend these videos to be somewhat of a source of comfort so that you know that you're on track, you're not going nuts with some of these sensations and things that you're feeling. And it's very important to discern within yourself what is the truth of the matter as you feel and sense things. So, that being said, everyone is very unique. And everyone is sort of leaving themselves in terms of being a spirit having a human experience. You're actually returning to your angelic forms. So for twin flames, this is actually a lot of preparatory work to becoming fully who you came here to be and to be one in love with your beloved counterpart. And so we're going to go right into it here. Right now what I'm going to cover are the outer chakras. Now these are the parts of you that are part of your upper body, but yet are sort of outside you. They've emerged outside, maybe about 1 inch to 2 inches outside. You can feel them sometimes. Sometimes you can feel them expand. You can feel them condense at different times during the day in different situations, and particularly as the sun goes down, a lot of people will feel themselves sort of contract or condense. It can be a little painful because you're in essence squeezing yourself back into your human body, and that is actually a part of quantum physics, the ability to expand and condense yourself. So things are done with sizes, big, small, and shapes. So what we're going to start with here is there is, of course, your divine sacred heart with your twin in your oneness. This is your personal heart with your twin. You also have the high sacred heart, which extends up around the sinuses and around the throat. So your high heart is a complex of other chakras, and these consist of the sinuses, your lips, and your throat. Now, your lips actually being a separate chakra, a mini chakra, although it's huge, because this actually activates when you kiss your twin. And you may feel minute sensations starting up to light up, and this part is intended to, your lips are intended to merge with your twins when you kiss them. And that's a sensation that that'll take your breath away right there. Your other throat chakras are the what is called the thymus, has been referred to by my guides as the temperance chakra, temperance. And what that means, what I call it personally, is the knowing when it's enough chakra. Knowing when you've had enough food, when you've had enough rest, you've had enough laying down, when you've had enough walking, when you've had enough exercise, when you've had enough liquid in you, when you've had enough of a situation, let's say a party or a social gathering. It's knowing when it's enough. It is also there in place so that we as angelics will also know when it's time for certain things to end, both on a daily basis, throughout your day, but also when it's time to perhaps stop making love and come back to earth. So if you're making angelic love and you're just outside of your body, and in some of the sessions that I've done with people, myself and other people are reporting that they're already emerging out of their body. And I kind of call that the twin flame two-step. You're in the world and you're not of the world. You've got one foot in this world, you've got one foot in the next. And some of you might be having trouble staying grounded. This chakra is a real important one because it's going to let you know when to come back into your body. It's also going to let you know when it's enough for certain other things. Perhaps when you've been an empath or you're doing one of your other spiritual jobs, such as transmuting or something like that, you'll just know when it's enough. And when you know it, you have to go with it. That's when you take the action. That is feeling spirit move you, or feeling your higher self, your soul, and then taking the action in the physical. This chakra is in place to make that process of knowingness effortless for you. That's only one, and it is connected to your heart, of course, and it's a part of the high heart. So everything here is sort of melding and merging together. And as you expand, it's like having, what once were little tight balls expanding, and they're kind of bumping each other. And then, until they actually blossom out, you'll have some discomfort, but that discomfort will pass. The other part, the other side, is your thyroid. And the thyroid is what in essence is a heat and cold exchanger. This helps you not only sense heat and cold. What this will do for your body is actually adjust your body's temperature so that you can be in any environment. And that is something huge that in our human form, in our human bodies, we haven't been able to. We've either had to bundle up or suit up for certain things. And in our angelic bodies, all we have to do is sense our environment, and this chakra will automatically adjust us for environments. So this is really very forward in the sense that when you are in your angelic form with your twin, you'll be able to go into other environments without packing a huge suitcase of clothing or hats, gloves, scarves, scuba outfit, whatever you need. This chakra is going to help you adjust to any environment. Now, it's still at the preliminary stages, so can you go out in cold weather? No. And there are people prototyping this who do certain things, and we're having it sort of collectively adjusted for the mass of us, because we're all here to receive this. If you want to avail yourself of your new body, it's here for you. The template and the blueprint are available. Okay, so that is the thyroid. Now, the one that I've got way up here that people have heard me refer to as the royal crown chakra. This chakra is already in place for Illumin twins, and it's opening and activating and expanding. For other angelic twins, your crown chakra is in place, and you are having this expanded. You will be able to receive this. This is part of the new blueprint that us as source beings have created, and we're putting it into place. So part of your crown is on the right side. You have your connection to the divine masculine at source, and your connection to the divine feminine at source. And where these are located are right at your temples. So you've got, on the right side, you've got divine masculine. On the left side, you've got the divine feminine. And this is able to go in and connect with you within and connect to your heart. So you've got inner and outer connections with this royal crown. You're also able to pull the source love and the soul star energy in through this royal crown chakra. This is you and your twin in sacred union. You are pulling your sacred union, your source love, and your oneness in directly into your body. Now, you might say, well, why is it called royal, or why do some people get to consider themselves royal? Think of it this way. This enables you and your twin to be fully in your sovereignty, in your own twindom, your own kingdom, and your own queendom. This is you and your twin as the king and queen of the universe that you've created unto yourselves. And as twins, we do know that when we are in our bubble, when we are in our love bubble, when we are loving each other, that yes, we're a world unto ourselves. And this is you pulling yourself in your oneness from divine source in love all the way in and anchoring it. And this is you embodying the love that you are at source here on earth in a body made from earthly elements. And this is how you anchor it. Another part of the anchoring it is grounding and being in your correct home point and being where your heart feels is home. So if you're not feeling that you're in your home place, by all means, trust your heart and move to where you feel that that place is going to be your home. And the universe is going to be pushing a lot of people to get out of expired relationships, whether it's roommate situations, whether it is a soulmate who is a lover, whether it is a spouse. And some of you may be surprised when the soul of your spouse, who knows that the arrangement or the marriage is expired, actually takes action. Because that does happen. It's happened to several people that I know of, and it actually does move people very quickly, because when that situation is presented, frequently that person doesn't even know why they're seeking a divorce. They just know that their soul is, they sometimes don't even know that their soul is moving them to take these actions for everyone to get in their appropriate position to be with their one true love, because we are all to be in love. That is the divine plan, is for everybody to be in love, really in love. And saying that a soulmate has a good heart, or they're a good person, they're a good provider, they're a great parent, or they're a great friend, that's all duly noted. Your soul actually does not care about your third dimensional marriage. And as you're lifting off here and emerging, you're being moved, and also they're being moved a lot of times without the awareness. And they just take the actions. So for some of you who are aware and you do know, you might want to just go ahead and take the actions that your soul is prompting you to do. We're going to move on here. There is another chakra that is emerging called the parotid chakra. This is actually the parotid gland, which is inside here, and it's connected to the lower part of your sinus, in the jawbone, and it's just inside here. And it can make you feel like your ears are plugged up. It can make you feel like you have some kind of sinus inflammation or stuffiness or something like that. What this chakra is, this is particularly for angelics. This is our directional. This actually connects us from the crown through the divine masculine and feminine right here and to our heart, and guides us. And a lot of people are aware that they have other angelic senses. Some of your senses are to be able to see colors or shapes. Some of you have synesthesia, which is the ability to translate numbers into colors and feelings. You know, feeling the color blue or feeling the number such and such equals this. That's synesthesia. A lot of you have other gifts that are just blasting open. You're becoming hyper aware, you're hypersensitive, you're clairaudient, you're clairsentient, you're clairvoyant, you're able to see. And that's because all of these chakras are getting detached from where they once were connected so that you could function here on Earth. And they're reconnecting you in an aspect that will enable you to function where you want to go. So if you want to go to the fifth dimension and live there with your twin without some of this chaos here, this is what you're being reconnected to do. You're being reconnected to have these abilities so that you can be in another dimensional aspect of yourself, because you are multidimensional. And this is what that means. It means that you're now enabled to, and that you can function at a higher level. You can sense things. Now, what are some of the other senses? Some of the other senses are the ability to feel someone's energetics. Are they masculine or feminine? Despite what they might look like on the outside. That's another sense. This is commonly referred to as the electromagnetic. This is like your compass. So the parotid chakra, your angelic directional, is going to enable you to fly and feel your direction. So a lot of you might already feel like, you know, just like little geese when they're first born and they fixate on the North Star and they know their direction anywhere on the planet. This is you. This is giving you the ability to know your directions anywhere and to find your way home or to find your way. So this is very important, and it's important to sometimes you may go through cycles of clearing your sinuses, and that's all normal. A lot of people that I've either done sessions with or that I know personally have had maybe 4. I myself have had about a year and a half of clearing my sinuses in various ways so that these can expand and be ready. And a good tool for clearing your sinuses is a neti pot, which I have one right here. I brought some of my own stuff to show you. This is a neti pot. Now, for most people, you fill it with water, you put a little bit of salt in, and you just tilt it and you rinse out your sinuses. This will help alleviate some of these symptoms. Also, just regular inflammation medication such as aspirin or ibuprofen can help with the inflammation that you feel. Now, what you're experiencing here also has a lot to do with how you're clearing it, and there are reasons for your clearing. So, you know, some of you will have channels open up that look, you know, maybe feel about this size, or other channels where you'll feel like you can actually breathe into the parts of yourself. You'll feel, you know, little channels open, and this is all part of your channel and meridian system. Right now we're covering a general overview of the outer chakras, and the outer chakras are the ones that feel just outside your body, and then they'll sort of, you know, contract at the evening. I wish to tell you also that there is more I'm going to cover. There are inner chakras, which a lot of people are aware of, and a lot of people are aware just because of some of the headaches we've had that there's more. And yes, I'm going to cover more. I'm going to be covering the inner chakras. Also, we haven't even gotten to the back side, because there's chakras on your back that are also emerging that are very important to your union. So I hope that you can see that the way that this is circulating here is also furthering your union in a way that you may not have thought possible. Because as you keep emerging and stretching out, and so does your twin, this makes it easier and easier as you're clearing to just seamlessly merge your parts together. So while it is painful and you might feel like some of it is invasive, it is all for a purpose. There are two other chakras that are part of the upper body. There is the interpersonal, which is on your right shoulder, and the universal, which is your connection to the outer edge of the universe. And you'll feel these sort of here and here. They feel like they're right at the joint where the arm meets the chest. Right there, you know, sort of a circle right where, just above the armpit on the outside. And people will feel pulsing as it's activating. You'll feel it maybe like boom, 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 throb a little bit. And all of this, some days you might feel so much like you want to burst out of your body, like woo, 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 woo. You're not going to shatter in a million tiny little pieces. It's important to take your rest, let your body adjust. You can ask any bodybuilder, go ask Arnold Schwarzenegger. He will tell you that the biggest key to his growth as a bodybuilder, to his muscular growth, was rest. Any bodybuilder will tell you that. The same principle applies here. Allow yourself to rest so that you can receive and expand and allow your body to adjust. But also walk. The walking does help your body adjust within and outside to your environment. And walking, rest, and lots of water. If you can walk in nature, that's even better, because it helps you connect with the elemental. It doesn't matter if you just walk on your grass, walk on someone else's grass, go to walk at the park, you know, go on a hiking trip, whatever is easiest for you, but just do it for 20 to 30 minutes. Now, the interpersonal chakra is the connection with your twin, sort of when you're in a casual state. You're able to feel things come from your twin and into your heart at times other than when you're lovemaking. So this is your interpersonal. You may also feel close soulmates here. And you may also feel yourself clearing out close soulmates that have been in your heart. It may have been someone who was a lover, someone whom you loved. And you might feel things going out. You might have some pain here. There's also another sensation that I personally experienced, and that was I had sort of a rotator cuff injury. Just sort of hit me out of left field. But some people are at the age where we're still here, we're still doing this, and yet some of the inner, finer parts, the membranes, the joints, the soft tissue, the very deep elemental parts of us that are connected to the universe are feeling the overuse, abuse of those parts. Because this wasn't just me, you know, pitching a ball or playing baseball or, you know, doing repetitive motions with my shoulder. As I was healing it, I was realizing this was from lifetimes of, you know, using tools or a plow or lifting things. You know, some of the heavy manual labor that some of us have done in life, some of the tedious lives we've had, the just, you know, terrible labor situations, terrible working conditions, enforced working conditions, and also battles. I mean, frankly, some of the swords that some of us picked up have been pretty heavy, and that'll wear out your right arm after doing that for a few thousand lifetimes. So some of you, if you feel this, get medical treatment. Try not, you know, the medical community is here to help. A lot of them do have Palladian consciousness or some other type of consciousness that helps them intuit. Use a holistic approach with yourself. If you need to do physical therapy, do physical therapy. So on either shoulder you could experience this. This chakra, this is your universal connection This is sort of the universal love. This is called the universal love, and this is you connecting to the outer edge of source. So this is the upper. I'll be covering some more. I thank you so much for everyone who's been watching, and thank you so much for subscribing to me. Again, it's a general overview. I intend to have much more information coming out, and please have a good day. Be kind and gentle with yourself. Remember to kiss your beloved, whether or not they are with you here in the physical, or if you're expecting them to show up on your doorstep and the universe to put them in front of you. Kiss them. Keep practicing activating your kissing chakra, because it will make you feel good and it will bring peace to your heart. It's a direct connection to your heart. And these things that you read when it says we're being guided by our heart, we're being able to think with our heart, or our decisions, the steering mechanism is the heart. Everything is connecting to our hearts and to our oneness. So that's absolutely true. But you can see by this how, even though you might be in some discomfort and pain, it's being adjusted to make it as effortless as your current body is. In the form of breathing. You won't have to think about this stuff. That's why it's an overview. Your most important focus as a twin is to focus on the love, focus on each other, and focus on that you will really be together in a way that you came here to be and you agreed with each other in this lifetime. It's here for you if you want it. So thank you again. Please have a wonderful day. Bye now.